Hi everyone. It was really nice seeing you all today. I just want to show you how to find journal articles once again. So just as a refresher, if I click on databases, that'll take me to this A to Z list. And there are lots of different databases that you might want to consider. I'm going to open up another tab really quickly just to show you the library guide that I made for your class. So if I click on guides, I can then type in the professor's last name and I can get to the library guide page here. And this just has a list of databases you might want to consider using. So anyway, going back over to this tab here, let's go into Medline. That was a database I went over today. It's a very large database. It's the same as PubMed, PubMed being the public or free version of Medline. So if you recall, I had done some research on the opioid epidemic. So if I type in opioid, and then type in or, it's going to give me a bunch of different terms, some synonyms that the database thinks I might want to use in my search. And you can edit these out. So let's say I didn't really want to look at methadone or morphine, since we hear more about the oxycodone and oxycontin and methadone being a treatment for it. Let's just look at things that the opioids that people are addicted to. And another thing I was showing you is I can add a asterisk at the end of opioid or opiates, and that'll search the singular and plural, so opioid, opioids, opiates, opiates. And the same thing for oxycodone. I can actually, because they have the same base, right, oxyco versus oxyco, and then there's antin or don, but I can get rid of this, and I can go right to the oxyco and get the oxycodone or oxycodone as a way to search for articles with using the same stem. And then I was looking at articles in rural, or I was saying small town. I liked small town more than these terms. So again, you can just go in and tinker around. We can make this plural, small towns, using the asterisk searching. And once you've combined one and two concepts, you're going to get fewer results. And then I was looking for articles about treatments. So I can say treatment with an asterisk right there, or intervention, or therapy, or we could say rehab, all these different ways to search for articles about treatments. Oops, my cat just jumped on my computer screen. Let me get rid of that. Okay, click search, and we're going to get even fewer results, right? Because we're searching for 1, 2, 3 concepts together, and we're broadening each concept with it or for synonyms. We can limit to scholarly or peer review, and we can also perhaps limit to the last, let's say, 5 years to get the most current information. Another thing we might want to do is over here on the left under select a field, we can start to narrow down our search terms to appear in fields like the title. Another really good one is subject. Another good one is the abstract. Those are the 3 different filters I use quite a bit. There's not a right or wrong way to use them. Just play around with it and see how your results change. Now, another thing that you can do is you can add right here a 4th concept. And let's say that you are looking for a literature review, right? Because a literature review will give you access to tons of other articles. And it's kind of like they've done this search that we're doing right here for you. And they found all the articles and they've picked the ones that they think are the best. So once we add in yet another concept, our results are going to get smaller. So now we have only 5. And sometimes this get it link will take you to a place where you can get to the full text of the article. And sometimes you'll have to order it through interlibrary loan. So this is one where the full text is available. You might need to search for it within here, and I would usually take the title of the article. Oh, not now, no thanks. Remember that chat is super helpful. But yeah, if I grab this title in, I could pop it in this search box here, and maybe I find it. Another thing we went over, and here it is, and here's the PDF. So another thing that we went over also is going to Google Scholar from the library's homepage. You'll get access to our full text content. So I'm just going to go into Google Scholar quickly from here. And it's just, you'll get access to more full text this way. So another thing, so there's the IC content I had mentioned was the cited by. So this article was published in 2016, but 17 other studies have cited it. So yet, another way to find articles. So just wanted to mention that. Of course, there's also the nice cite feature in these databases where you can grab a citation style, copy and paste the citation, and then fix it if there are problems with it. Medline does that as well. So if I click on the link to get to the full record and I click on cite, it'll find the citation for that particular article. But you will have to make some changes because I can see right away APA, the first word is capitalized, but everything else should be lowercase. This should all be lowercase. So just another useful thing to know about in the databases. I think that's it. Oh yes, I know one last thing I wanted to show you. Up here, it tells us that we're searching Medline. I can click choose databases and I can hop out of this database and I can go into a different database and say okay, and then you can run that search in that database. Also the search history, that's important. If you want to see what searches that we've done, you can see that I've done 7 different searches. This is being the most recent one with 5 articles. And this kind of information will be helpful for your assignment when you have to show what terms you used and how many results you got. Okay, definitely reach out to me if you have any questions, lkuo@ithaca.edu. Okay, thanks everyone, bye-bye.